In this video, we're going to be using HC&C Emperor Ood and the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I am your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, before we get into the content, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back and we have a good one for you today, folks. Today, we are using HC&C Emperor Ood, and this comes to you for $21 for 5 ounces, and on our cost chart there, that's a fair price of $4.20 an ounce. But, big caveat, peat pours heavy, and I mean heavy. So I'm going to show you a shot of this pour right there on your screen. And as you can see, it is full. It is full. I actually weighed this. I'll roll in a shot here. It was 10.7 ounces, including the tub. And the tub is about 80 grams, I think. So you are definitely getting at least 6 ounces, if not closer to 8 ounces. So we upgrade the score on this one to at least 4 out of 5, which is a good price because you're getting a lot in this soap. The scent on this, very nice. I'm going to put the scent description for you on the screen right there. It is simply oud. It is a woody type of scent. It's very nice. I give it a score of 4.5 out of 5 in scent quality. Scent strength is also definitely close to the high range. I'd call it the far end of medium high. We give that a score of 4.5 out of 5. And I got an amazing lather with this today. I'm going to show you a lather shot right there. Very easy to lather. 5 out of 5 in ease of use. This is, I'll put the ingredients for you on the screen right there. This is not a tallow nor a vegan soap because it does contain things like goat's milk, lanolin, and tussa silk. So it's not vegan, but it also doesn't contain tallow. So there you go on that. Again, very easy to use. So we're looking forward to using this really awesome soap today. And how about that artwork, by the way, right there? That's awesome. And is that Razor Ray? Yep. That artwork is done by Razor Ray, and it's really awesome. So we're looking forward to using this today. The razor for today is the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor, and this is a very expensive razor. This is made in Portugal. It runs about $374 US. Now, I didn't pay that for this one. I traded for this one. Without a stand, it's $374, and I think it's like right around $400 or so with a stand. It is very nice and very unique because the adjustment mechanism adjusts both the blade gap and the blade exposure. So now it's set on one, and as I adjust this, what happens is, it's kind of hard to show on video, but the blade gap is adjusted, but also because these plates on this razor adjust outward, they adjust this way back and forth. It also adjusts the exposure. One of the things about this razor that I'd like to see changed is those numbers are kind of hard to read for my old 50-some-year-old eyes, but it's a very nice razor. And Tatara did replace the O-ring in this razor, or send O-rings to everyone who owned this razor. Now it's much easier to adjust, which I really like. I'm going to start on about 3 with this razor because I find settings 1 and 2 to be almost useless to me, or at least I don't like using those settings. There's such little blade feel that I don't get any satisfaction out of it. But on 3, 4, and 5, I think this is a very good shaver. It's very well made. The fit and finish on this is absolute perfection, and it's a very nice razor. Very expensive though, so there's no way to get around that. We always call it like we see it. That's a lot of scratch. However, this razor is innovative, and it's the first razor that I'm aware of that adjusts both exposure and blade gap at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen for you there these settings, the adjustment settings, and the level of blade gap and so on. So there you have it. All right, let's mist the face and let's get going today. I hope you're all having a phenomenal day. I have been burning the candle at both ends, you know, trying to shop here at home, go to the hospital, prepare meals, and do everything. So for this foreseeable future, I don't think we'll be doing any real talks, or at least I hope David will continue to do real talk, but shave talk and real talk, the live appearances, I just don't have time to do them right now, and I hope you'll understand that. I am just pretty much tapped out when it comes to time. I just don't have any additional time to give at the moment. And so I hope you'll understand that. But as soon as things get back to normal and my mother is on, she's on the road to recovery, we'll resume those live shows on Instagram and interview series and so on and so forth. And so just understand that they are not canceled permanently, but for the time being, and I don't know how long that'll be until, I'm not staying at the hospital or caring, on a daily basis for my mom and dad. I won't have time to do those shows, but I am looking forward to getting back into it as soon as I'm able to. I hope you understand that. All right, let's rinse that off a little bit. I had lather running down my brush. HC&C soaps, really, really good quality stuff. So we know we're not going to have any problems with this soap. And if you like oud scents, this is a very nice one. There's no funk to it whatsoever. So no funk in the oud today. Like I said before, I like funk in my music, but not in my shaving soap. So no funk in this oud. I know some people aren't a big fan of oud scents because sometimes they have been known to come off a little funky, but none of that in this one. It's just a nice woody oud type scent, and that feels really good. Like I said, on 3, this razor hits for me. It does really, really nice. But 1 and 2, I don't care for it at all, to be honest with you. 1 or 2 on this razor are almost useless for me, or they're just not settings that I enjoy. They do cut, because I've tried it on 1 and 2, so they're not, I shouldn't say useless. That's a poor choice of words, but it's not satisfying on 1 and 2 for me. So yesterday we used the Rex Console, which is also a very expensive razor at $350. And this one's about $27 more. And I was comparing the fit and finish between the two, and there is no comparison. The Tatara Muramasa on fit and finish is as close to perfection as you can get, whereas the Rex Console is not. It's a little rough in areas, to be honest. So this one is a much better finished razor. So for whatever that's worth, where the rubber meets the road, I got an excellent shave from the console yesterday on all settings. I thought they all were really, really good. On this one, I think 1 and 2 for me just aren't satisfying. However, if you like really low blade feel, you might find all settings on this razor to feel great, or at least you'll also get some use out of those, settings 1 and 2. On settings 3 here, this feels really good. So I'm definitely happy that I traded for this razor. I like this razor a lot. I find it to be attractive. I like the size. I like the weight. The build quality is outstanding. It really is a good razor. It's just those first couple, the things that I would change about it, I would add just a little bit of more exposure to settings 1 and 2. Just, very, very minor adjustments in that. And also, I think I would make that adjustment number a little more bright so it could be seen a little easier. Now, the soap today, HC&C, fantastic. This base runs with all the other bases out there in terms of quality, in my opinion. If you lather it properly, perfectly slick, it lathers easily. You don't have to struggle with lathering it, which I really like a lot. The consistency of it is fairly firm too. This is really an excellent value, as I showed you before. When you're getting soap from Pete, you're getting he marks it as 5 ounces, but honestly, in this tub, there is a good more than 7 ounces. So if you factor that into the cost, the cost is very good, and it's a good quality soap, as you can see right there. So, and the great thing about Pete Hendricks from HC&C, he is obsessive about customer satisfaction, the likes of which I don't know that I've seen. The only other company that I can think of that's this obsessive about customer satisfaction is the razor company. They are very, very concerned with customer satisfaction, and Pete is as well. He's always trying to err on the side of giving you more, doing extra things, and just generally being a blessing. I just got an email the other day from Pete just wishing my mother well, recovering from a stem cell transplant for leukemia, and things like that go a long way with me. And don't forget, folks, if you buy something from HC&C, use promo code IAMCDB and he'll send you a free gift. So thank you, Pete, for that, and thank you for using that. All right, let's press on. Oh, let's make an adjustment here. Let's go up to 4 for this pass here. Yeah, that feels nice. Once you get this razor a little upward in the settings, it starts to feel really nice for me, or at least for my preference. Very nice. This really is an innovative razor. And sometimes the reason why these razors are so expensive, you're paying for that innovation and the years that they spent building this razor and going through a lot of them that were scrapped to get to this point. That's what you're paying for. And sometimes that cost comes down over time. We can only hope, but paying for that innovation eventually, you know, sometimes it's pretty costly. You know, like I said, this one's about $374. The console I used yesterday, about $350. A lot of money. That's a lot of money. But I will say both are very, very well built, and both are good shavers. But in this one area of fit and finish, the console, or excuse me, the Muramasa here is just considerably better on fit and finish and quality, and it's hard to find a mark on this razor, any sort of machining mark or tool mark. The way they finished it, I'm not sure how they finished this razor, but it's near perfection, if not perfection. So you got to give credit where credit is due. Tatara has done an amazing job with that. And this is an amazing razor. Otherwise, once I traded for it, if I didn't like it, I would have gotten rid of it. Now back to Pete for a little bit here. Excellent soap. Terrific guy, and of course he's very well known for his Scent Your Own, which is absolutely phenomenal. You're going to be seeing a lot more of those because I brought a number of the scenting oils down here, and I bought a couple here just recently. Just really excellent stuff, and again, don't sleep on this base because it is very, very good. To me, it runs right out there with every other top soap on the market, and it is just, that is good stuff, I'm going to tell you. So if you haven't tried HC&C, give it a shot. I think it is well worth trying. Slickness, cushion glide, quality on this, 5 out of 5 for me. It lacks nothing. It lathers easily, and this soap smells great to boot. And the great part about this is he has the Emperor Ood scenting oil. So let's say you didn't find this soap to be as strong as I do. It's close to strong, I would say. You could just pop a drop or two of the scenting oil into your lather mix here, and you could bring it up to whatever strength you like. So that's the virtue of those scenting oils. You can really customize your shave to make it perfect for you, and I think that's really outstanding. And if you haven't seen any of my interviews with Pete, we've interviewed him a couple of times, and I will try to remember to pop that up there somewhere for you. I think you'll find him to be a very nice and down-to-earth guy, and what I really like about Pete, he really is concerned with giving you good value for your money. So in a world where people are charging more for less, and if you look at some of those 4-ounce pours today, sometimes you get them and you go, there's not 4 ounces in here. The soap is like that far up on the tub, and you're like, I don't know about this. Pete, there's no mistaking that you're getting as much as you're paying for. You're getting way more, actually. So, and he said it before, like, I'm giving back to the community. I'm doing everything I can to be a good steward, and I really appreciate that. Oh, okay, so this one we go all the way up to 5 for our across the grain pass, and there's the number if you can see it there. A little bit hard to read. I would change that about this razor, but otherwise really excellent shaver. The build quality on this I think is just fantastic. Now I know some people, obviously the gent I traded for this, Matthew Lawrence, I think if I remember the way he put it, he did not, he didn't really care for the razor because on the lower settings he didn't feel it was, you know, satisfying at all. And then on the upper settings, it was, you know, it just felt like perhaps it was too much. And so he just didn't get a good experience from this razor. So there's no guarantee that you'll love it. But I will say I am glad to own this razor. So it was a good trade, and I appreciate Matthew. So hello, Matthew. All right, very nice, very nice. And also, I mentioned before that Tatara sent an O-ring, and the O-ring, you can take this razor fully apart, which is super cool. I'll show you at some point. You can take this razor fully apart, and then there's an O-ring that sort of governs that adjustment. And once they sent the new O-rings, it was much, much smoother and easy to adjust. And so that was awesome. And that it made the razor a lot more fun to use, or at least less annoying, because the original adjustment on it was just a little bit too stiff. And the O-ring did fix that. So we certainly appreciate Tatara sending those out to their customers and just trying to, make the experience better, and they did a good job of that. And like I said, this is a beautifully crafted razor, very innovative. Pretty much the only real downside is the price, because there's no getting around the fact that it's expensive. Do you need something this expensive on a need basis? Absolutely not. You never do, because like I said before, I've shaved with razors as low as 28 cents and got perfect shaves. But something like this, if you look at it in terms of a lifetime investment, you're going to shave with this for 20 years or 30 years, then the price doesn't seem so steep. But still, let's be honest, no matter how we break it down, it's expensive. It's doggone expensive, but it is a good shaver. At least it is for me. All right, let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a rinse to get rid of the soap, and then we applied our PAA alum. After applying the alum, there was no stinging, so super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Very nice indeed. Following the alum, we did another rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to using the Magic made by Witches Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. We had an excellent shave today with HC&C Emperor Ood, and I'll run down the scores for you. Cost 4 out of 5, scent quality 4.5 out of 5, scent strength 4.5 out of 5, ease of use 5 out of 5, overall quality 5 out of 5, and that brings us to a total score of 23 out of 25. This is an excellent soap. No funk in the oud, just a nice woody type of oud, and I enjoyed this a lot. Great value at HC&C, and don't forget, if you buy something from HC&C, use promo code IAMCDB and he will send you a free gift. All right, the razor for today was the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor, a really finely crafted razor. Like I said, the only thing I would change about it, or actually two things, the little the indicator for the levels is kind of hard to see, and settings 1 and 2 aren't satisfying for me, but 3, 4, and 5 really excellent, and the craftsmanship on this is just fantastic. So I really enjoyed using that today. We used APShaveco brush with the cashmere knot, and it's riding in our Lancaster Razor Works brush soaking mug. We used our HC&C bowl, and we're going to close it out today with fine platinum, and we're slowly working that one down. It takes a long time to get through these aftershaves, but I am working on it. I hope wherever you are today, you have an excellent day and some excellent shaves. Oh man, very, very nice indeed. Thank you so much, folks, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Till next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.